distance, the thin line that separates your shadows from my soul. As these walls begin to fold, head lost in the silence, cold stars illuminate the secrets on your tongue and the poison in my lungs. Every passage ends, a new road begins. The further I descend, your labyrinth. Blind eyes in the darkness, frail hands reaching out, sword echoes in the smoke as the doors behind me close. No cure for the madness, each turn tangled in the fear of losing sight of the slowly fading light. Labyrinth.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Talent League. You join us today. It's going to be a major playday 3, and we have game 3 coming up for you this evening. And we've got Team Titan, who are undefeated after 2 games so far, having played 2, won 1, and drawn 1. And they're going to be going up against qvG Academy, who are looking for their first win on this playday 3. They've played 2, drawn 1, and lost 1. And I am joined by the wonderful Adrian. Adrian, how are you doing this evening, my man?
Fucking hot. I'm sweating my balls off.
I know, it's an absolute roaster.
For Christ's sake. See, I still keep my duty, or let's say my privilege to say, like, I'm gonna wear for every caster suit. Honestly, guys, I'm gonna die of a heat stroke at one point. So, yeah. So if anyone who would like to donate, or anyone knows who maybe sponsor, could us like a full-fledged studio somewhere with some fucking air conditioning, I would highly appreciate it. Because it is unbearable hot. But then again, we also got quite a hot match as well.
We do indeed. A very hot match coming up for us tonight. And speaking of the maps, we've got some bloody hot, exciting maps being played for you today. The first map is going to be Chalet with Titans.
Oh, hold on. Chalet? Hot? It's in the fucking winter.
Yeah, my bad. Well, maybe we should transfer over to the probably warmer of the 2 maps then, perhaps, which will be our second map. And it is your favorite gunning map. It's the absolute TDM match of Coastline. Definitely a lot warmer than Chalet as well. But I mean, let's not forget.
I can agree on.
And also, Adrian, if you want some top tips, I do have a little washing up bowl of cold water beneath my desk, which I can put my feet in to cool me down. So technically, we could go in the hot tub category if you liked as well. So just to blend genres if you're into that.
I mean, I got a little pond that has to be definitely pumped out because it is green and brown, and God knows what body lies in there. Maybe this is one where my ex-casters went, whoa, who knows? I gotta have to pump this out, and then yeah, sure. Let's make a top stream. You know, top stream casting. Let's get a whirlpool, and we're gonna cast from there out there.
Big brain ideas right here. Revolutionizing casting. Exactly.
I mean, I'm not attractable look as naked, but still, this is how we're gonna get views. Fucking hell, Yele, write this shit down. This needs to be on the next for next season. We're gonna need to introduce this. We're literally gonna have to find someone to fund this project then, because this is revolutionary.
I mean, you're welcome. That's a completely free idea. You can take it and run with it as you wish. Get it snowballing. And speaking of snowballs, as we said, Chalet will be our first map of the day. And I mean, what are you looking most forward to on Chalet? I mean, with Titans on the attack first, is that going to be advantageous towards them, or do we feel that's going to be more advantageous? Apologies, to qvG.
I mean, really depends on how they attack the sites. If they are quite aggressive, especially on top floor, and quite quick clearing, that's going to be an advantage, because then they're going to have quite a lot of time to work out in later stages. Snowmobile, for instance, if you're going to go there, you're really going to focus on the garage breach, yeah? And to get that utility gun, you need quite a few tricks up your sleeve. So if you're not aware on this, if you don't have any, it's just going to be a big bummer. So, but then again, if you're going to start on attack, especially if things still believe, let's say Chalet is, I would say, good on defense.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to see like a first sort of like look at attack, then you might know, all right, this is what they're probably going to expect on defense as well. So you at least know, you're at least aware of. So you can kind of like plan yourself them better towards the defense. But generally, if you're a team that can start off strong, right, then get the attacks going right out of the gate. But if your team really picks up the pace towards the later stages, you know, starting on defense is going to be your key sign on this. But overall, I mean, yeah, I think Chalet, we should be able to see quite a few good tricks here and there. Maybe some Twitch drones, maybe some Flores, might even like a Zero as well. probably some explosive from underneath the floor to help out clear utility and open up the breaches. But so really, watch out on those and see maybe you can copy one of them. But maybe to give Yelly a bit the pleasure, let's maybe look a bit on the players' stats, a bit of the teams, and well, let's maybe start us off with qvG. Let's take a look on them.
So yeah, sorry, carry on.
Yeah, F2 qvG. Some of you who still may know from Season 4 on the Austrian Force, they still here, they're still playing together. So that's all fine. You see qvG quite good on his KD. Also quite strong on this. Entries seem to be all working fine for him. Kex, the entry fragger, well, maybe not all too hard. He definitely needs to pick up the pace. But for instance, qvG, I'd say for classic support on Thermite, he sits in a good spot. F2 with the sledge, I believe if you take good verticals and also with the smoke, you technically we should be able to win most good gunfights. So F2 really need to pick up the pace, and Kaneki, I would say he's just looking all fine and good. Overall, you got a good balanced team. It's just that F2 and I would say Kex would have to step up really in their game for today in order to make this happen. And if we're going to take a look on Titan's side, well, you're going to see a few familiar faces, or at least a few familiar names in Wowen, Explo, and Best from last season on the Burning Foxes. Yeah, if I take a look on this, you see Patata as the entry effect, not doing hot at all, really. Really the key for every team, like if you need a good entry effect, you need someone who consistently brings you the frags, brings you the openings, and just doesn't, and just really lays down the firepower for your team.
And I mean, yeah, I did cast last time over Titan as well, and I mean the main man of the show was Explo himself, and we saw him absolutely pop off in their last game, which I believe they played Ignite. And they did manage to win 7-5 on Oregon, but then they did lose 2-7 on Clubhouse. But Explo, he was just insane on the Mozzie. He was always causing issues for the attacking side, always lurking in such unusual places. So I feel that's going to be a really, really key player for qvG to take off the board early doors, especially when they're going to be they're actually going to be on the defense first. So I think that might play into their favor. I noticed you said when we were looking at the team of qvG about, looking at their stats, they've all pretty high KDs there, really, all good entry stats as well. So what do you really feel is going wrong? Because they haven't managed to pick up a win so far in this season. They've only drawn one and lost one as well. So, I mean, they're fragging, but they're not managing to secure those rounds whatsoever. Can you read into that and maybe figure out what they're lacking and how they can change their fortunes?
It could be a thing of time that they just lose out an attack on their times. But then again, it would be better to see, like, all right, are they win more attack rounds than defense rounds? That would be a good thing to see. But maybe take a look at this. I would say I'm going to take a bite and say they're just not quick enough. They're not efficient enough in their attacks. So they're losing a lot of time. They're going to come into situation, maybe they're out. They might gonna get, like, in the skirmishes, they might gonna win out. But if it's like a 3v1 and in that 3v1 your planter goes down, no time to plant, then that's probably how those losing rounds can go. So, I mean, again, it's hard to read into just from this. It would be good to know, obviously, the attack and defense side, but I'm just gonna take the ball and just gonna say, right, timing. Really just time, be efficient, and if they're just not too slow, that's probably the reason what's gonna happen for them. So, but we'll have to see. I mean, according to what the community has said, and let's say there was a good chunk who said qvG will win actually tonight with 71%, whilst only 21 said, all right, Titans, their vote for their Titans, as 8% said for draw. Yeah, I mean, you're gonna have to see. Chalet, that's gonna be something where maybe Titans can have the upper hand, definitely, if qvG is that slow team. But Coastline, if qvG just gonna go on the frag train, like, they should be alright then. But then again, we're gonna have to wait and find out altogether in a few seconds, as we're just already filling up the lobby in here. But yeah.
I mean, yeah. said, if that is the issue for qvG, time and getting down that execute probably on the attack, as you said, Coastline is just going to play into their hands. Looking at their stats from their last game, that, like we said, they're impressive. They've got good gun skill. They're fragging out, but maybe it's just that old enemy when you're on the attack in Siege, just that clock running down. And I did mention about Explode when I last casted and watched Titans play. He was just a thorn in the side of the attacking force every single time. And I mean, we're not going to see them on the defense first, and like you said, maybe it does actually play into qvG's favor that they're on the defense first on Chalet. If their issue is maybe sort of an execute and working well as a team as opposed to just fragging, then I really feel like that's probably a hand up, an advantage towards them on Chalet. But like you said, we are getting the players in, and it's definitely warming up in my room as well. I'm so glad I have my little foot hot tub, or perhaps I should call it a cold tub. I won't wriggle my feet around too much because you don't want to hear the water splashing around. So I'll try and sit as still as possible. But I mean, hopefully the players and the match will get us excited. I'm bloody excited to cast over this one as well. I know qvG, they're going to be desperate to get that first win in the column. I mean, so I think they're going to come out into this one all guns blazing. Team Titans, I believe did they 2-0 in their last game as well? I'll just quickly check. I believe they did 2-0 in their last game, which was actually against Haifa and 5. They won 7-2 and 7-4, so made quick work of the opposing side there. So they're definitely going to be bringing momentum into this game as well. And I mean, yeah, I personally voted for Team Titans on that poll. By the looks of the percentages, I might have been one of the only people to do so. But having seen them play, they're an impressive side, and the results so far in the play days reflect that as well. And it's all about getting those wins in the column. They do have one of those wins that every team is seeking for.
Well, unfortunately, gambling isn't allowed, or at least not to a degree. But hey, who knows? If we can change that, then it'd be, you know what? Then we can bet. I mean, not the betting wise that I had previously with Astro, just pretty much betting on ridiculous amounts, which means he's homeless now. That's the reason why you don't see him observing anymore or casting. So, please, tell him to stop with his gambling addiction, because he lost now pretty much everything. But yeah, other than that, I think it's also a bit to say, like, who has a bit the bigger fan base. They obviously gonna they might want to push their own teams as well a bit, but either way, I mean, it's good to see, at least people are like, if you're just gonna have, let's say, your team probably not gonna lose, but still you're gonna say, right, they're gonna do it. You have the positivity, you have the hopes for it, right? Go for it. I mean, some people didn't believe that we as activity wouldn't even make it quite good and quite far, and well, look at us. We're still having kryptonites and still just short of winning against Gamma. But hey, all at its time.
And I mean, yeah, I am excited for this game. I think we're just waiting on a couple of players. I'm not sure what they're doing. Maybe they're cooling down as well. But it's definitely going to be heating up for this game. And looking at a couple of the players, you were speaking about, was it Guggy? In his last game, he came in with a 1.24 KD, and he was strong on the entry as well. Kaneki as well on the 1.11 KD in his last game as well. But I mean, those are strong numbers. But if we're going just on numbers, you can look over at Team Titan, Explo a 1.33, and Bess 1.29. But that's the thing about Siege. You and me can talk about this till the cows come home. But we're just looking at stat. And it's all on paper. Mine's especially on paper on my notepad here. You might be looking at the Discord, but as we know, Siege isn't a game that's played on paper. It comes down to how the players are feeling on the day, if they've warmed up well enough, and that's always the most exciting thing about this Talent League. I think anyone can win on the day. It's just a matter of how you perform. And I know Aero Revolution as well. I think in their last game as well, they actually did play against qvG. And looking at the results from that one as well, Aero stomped out a 7-3 victory, and that was on Cafe. So such an impressive start. I don't know if qvG just hadn't maybe warmed up enough, and they came out winners in the second map on Villa 7-1. So I don't know if it's just a case of maybe they're a little bit slow to warm up qvG, but let's hope that they're not slow out the blocks today against Team Titans, or else I feel like Team Titans probably one of the strongest looking teams so far in this talent league.
But before you still got Noetic, and well, this was our only back-to-back champion, and really to achieve that, I mean, there's not many teams who did so far, not even in Pro League. So back-to-back champions. So let's sit down on this. Let's have a think about what this actually means. 3 times in a bloody damn row, they made it.
It's a hat trick of championships. And I mean, well, they're looking good so far. They're 2-0, 2 wins out of 2 games. So it looks like, is there going to be anyone to stop them claiming that 4th title? And I mean, looking at the table itself, we've got Team Titans in 2nd place.
To be fair, last season we did had actually Austrian Force Academy beat them out on overall standings, and also doing the matches. So, but then on the playoffs, unfortunately, a bit of I'd say like this roster explosion happened, which definitely weakened them. And if I'm gonna believe it right, it was the semis or in the quarters. I'm not quite too sure, but definitely it was a very, very tough battle between Noetic and Austrian Force Academy, which Noetic then managed to win this one out, and then proceed further all the way down to the finals. But yeah, it's been obviously. Noetic is beatable. Yeah, that's one thing for sure. It just takes a bit of consistency and also the team to obviously stay together to actually make it work. But, well, we're going to see. Maybe this season we're going to have someone new come up and beat them, or we're going to have for the first time back-to-back champion.
The 4-time champs. I mean, I'm sure they'll be after that, but you have to remember, all dynasties do come to an end eventually.
Well, since I'm the one who recently wasn't caught, and actually still gonna claim that I'm still am caught, as long as it is no Farico, or as long as it is no, let's say, complexity that just horribly implodes at one point, then it's all okay. But otherwise, it could look like a bit of an optic. So we're gonna have to wait and see and how it's gonna turn out. But then again, we just started the season. There's still lots to go. There's still a lot of stories to cover, and I'm really running out of topic because the players are really liberate in their time in joining. So please, to Team Titans and to qvG Academy, get your fucking asses in there. I want to start the match.
Well, you know what they say, good things come to those who wait. So hopefully we're we're going to be in well, it's just going to be a great show, hopefully. And we are being made to wait, but I mean, that's just building up the tension, isn't it? Can you feel the tension rising for this highly anticipated game, my friend?
I can feel the heat rising in my body and the sweat raining down onto parts that I'm not going to say here.
I mean, yeah, my thighs are a little bit sticky towards my chair. It feels like it's almost sellotape to the bottom of my thighs. But I think that's okay. I'll probably avoid talking about my thighs, and we can avoid talking about our sweaty bits. We can try and change topic here, unless you'd rather stay on that.
No.
I mean, no?
No.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure the people in chat don't want to hear us talking about our sweaty bits as well. But I mean, I have to say, I'm a big fan of that suit jacket as well. A lovely mustard color. I'm a big fan of mustard as well.
Well, I do have this one. I do have a white one. I do have a very beige looking one, which makes me look like some sort of old teacher or professor at university. I do also have one that could be described as tweed. So basically what then I call the British one. And then I also have a black one, which is just pretty much just not fitting because in the back it's not cut. But yeah, other than that, yeah, that's pretty much all my jackets.
That's a strong array of jackets.
Oh yeah. Hold on. I still have a gray one that I still managed to get my ass actually in there. So
I mean, the white one sounds fancy as hell. That's almost like, I'm trying to think what it's like. I don't even know what it's like. It's just very big time for the big show. Does that come out on the major in the finals? Is that when the white jacket comes out?
So here's the thing. Our, let's say, previous co-director James
Mhm.
has always made the suggestion of vodka angel because I have a tie that has absolute vodka on it. So then I go
Ooh.
in the white jacket and the white shirt and have that vodka tie.
I like
Only when he requests it, at least once a week. Yeah, then I'm gonna wear it.
it. What if I start requesting it as well? Will that bring it out more often?
I don't know.
Can
Well,
can we?
we're gonna have to find out. I mean, technically, we even have quite a lot of time. So if I manage to find everything together, I can even change up.
Yeah, you just go for an outfit change. I'll hold down the show. I'll keep everyone entertained whilst we wait. If you like, I could even go for an outfit change. I've got a tweed jacket in the other room as well. Or should I? Sorry, let me rephrase. A British jacket in the other
A
room.
British jacket. They're coming, and there you go. qvG Academy is at least fully there, so I don't think I'm gonna be able to rush quickly in and change. But so yeah, I'm just gonna sit here, enjoy at least whatever the hell the fan is still producing of windage to my feed. I'm just gonna hope that's gonna be able to stay. But there you go, Team Titans, only one player missing, and then we are good to go on to Chalet.
Let's go.
Come on, just give me the last one.
So when it's warm, it reminds me of when I had a job interview once. When it was sort of a job interview via Skype, and this was ages before COVID, where everything was done on Teams and Zoom. And it was basically I was just in a shirt and just my underwear underneath. With the cam at this sort of level, you can get away with anything underneath the cam, can't you?
You honestly want my honest answer right now?
Oh God. Yes, go on then.
I mean, Harry, if you're watching this, you already know the answer to this, obviously. So please just DM it to Tom, so that at one random point he's just gonna shake his head and I'm gonna lose him for pretty much the whole round. So I just can pretty much just big ball solo scream the whole round.
I'm terrified now, but also mildly intrigued, I have to say.
Isn't that part of a good story? Like when you read a book?
Exactly.
It just gets your curiosity.
Yeah, you've got me on the edge of my seat.
But you're still sitting on your seat completely with your buttocks full.
Yes, true. I mean, I did almost break this chair the other day. I don't know how, but I managed to snap the bolts out the bottom of the chair. I don't know what I mean.
Listen. I'm about, I don't know, 350 pounds or something. I don't manage to break my chair. How do you do it?
I get jump scared quite easily, so I don't know if that's what it might be.
Oh goodness sake.
But yeah, maybe it's just the power in the legs, just bolting the chair back. But I don't want to do it just in case I fall backwards out the chair. So we'll keep it.
I mean, if you're gonna do so, then please do it now. As long as we're on camera, so at least we got something funny on the post.
Now's the time. We need some entertainment. We are just waiting on one. I promise you, ladies and gents, we will get this game cracking shortly. And I tell you what, hopefully it will be a good things that come to those who wait, because I'm just very excited for this one. I can't wait to see what we get to witness on Chalet, and then we get given it's almost like an appetizer for the main show on Coastline.
Appetizer. You now remind me of like just Hell's Kitchen.
Oh,
and I was like, we can't even get the appetizers out. You fuck off.
I cannot understand. Having watched, I binge watched. I think everyone's been binge watched over like the past year and a half. But I binge watched Hell's Kitchen.
We had time enough for it. Let's be honest.
And I do not understand. I cannot fathom how those chefs on Hell's Kitchen cannot cook a scallop.
I think Chef Christine explained it in one video, because everybody cooks the scallop as a whole, but in Hell's Kitchen they slice it half. So they're naturally not as thick, so their cook time's obviously off. So therefore it's only like 90 seconds on each side normally. But then again, because they're just sliced in half, they obviously overcook way faster. They obviously become way more rubbery.
True, but that's where the best fist punches down on the serving plates go.
No, the salmon on the sorry,
Oh
but that's usually the best one. It just splatters everywhere.
It's like something out of a horror film or a Saw film with the gore of it. Like it just explodes all over the kitchen. And yeah, Hell's Kitchen, absolutely fantastic entertainment. And I tell you what, we're going to be getting some fantastic entertainments soon this evening as well. We are still just waiting on one player. Who knows where they are? We don't know where they are, but I'm sure they're on their way here to get these games underway.
Actually, you know what? Let's do Talent League Hell's Kitchen.
Ooh.
How this gonna look? Hell's Kitchen. Well, I don't know if we're gonna do cooking or we're just gonna do casting. No, I'm just gonna be Chef Ramsay and just casting this. Who's gonna do this or what? No, I don't know.
We could have all the other casters on video call in their kitchens. And you can just...
They're gonna fuck up the cooking.
You can just send over the ingredients. So we don't know what we're cooking. You just send over the ingredients. We buy the ingredients.
Mystery box challenge.
Yeah, and then you just say, cook this. And away we go. And then it'll just be chaos, I expect.
Or what if we just do the same ingredients and then see like who can come up with the best?
True. But the only issue is, unless we get like an extremely, extremely effective Just Eat or Deliveroo, I don't know how we're going to be able to get the food over to you in time to taste. That would be the only issue. I feel like if you have to microwave back up a meal, especially if it's a souffle, that's not going to go particularly well.
The atrocities.
What, microwaving a souffle?
Come on.
A criminal act of food.
I mean, for someone who enjoys food, yeah, quite a lot, and actually cooks a lot as well. Like, the microwave is only there for either popcorn, if you buy those stupid things in the bags, or I can't be asked to cook anything. True. And those little plastic containers you just shove in with like a bunch of holes in there in the microwave and just kind of call it a meal. Which is just basically like just tastes all the same. It's just basically nothing.
Well, technically, it all comes out the same way as well. So,
well, I highly doubt it.
Well, you're just skipping out the middleman of the taste and the mouth. Do you not reckon I could cook you a nice slap-up 3-course meal with only a microwave? I reckon I could.
Well, you're just gonna take 3 plastic containers and just put them in the microwave?
Well, no, I'll make nice food and then just try and cook it in said microwave.
Why would you do that? Use an oven or a pan.
Well, technically it is. It's a microwave oven.
Yo, no. No. It's just piping hot. It's just not cooked through. Jesus.
Okay.
It's only good for reheating stuff.
True. I'll be honest, I don't even put my soup in the microwave. I prefer cooking soup in a pan on the hob or the stove. That's my preferred way of soup.
I mean, I just looked at the chat and Bess just said, oh yeah, our fifth is just coming home, like 5 minutes and he should be trying... Mate. Like 20 minutes ago we supposed to start. Why the hell are you coming home now? Price pool reduction, now. 3%.
So who is it?
Points.
Do we know which player we're waiting on?
Hell I know. Teams like to change the rosters a bit, but I assume Patata. Or maybe Explo.
Yeah, I don't see Explo in the lobby. So maybe Explo. And I tell you what, having watched him in his last game, I think he's got the capabilities, the gun skill, the unpredictiveness, and just he's sort of one of those elusive roamers. Like you rarely see players who are so effective on the roam at just picking up elusive, strange positions. It's sort of the position which, well, I regularly hear my friends who are probably up at like Diamond or Plat 1 when they play on their alts with me in my lowly Gold 1 or Plat 3 accounts, and they get picked off by someone on the roam in an odd position. They're like, oh, such a gold spot. Or something like that. That's the classic line coming out from these players. Are you not a fan of that line? You look so disappointed.
Yes. Someone who's been coaching National League teams and even managing them now, and even like from COD to quite high tier levels. Yes. I am quite disappointed. I'm expecting the new coming wave of teams that are gonna flood nationals and gonna pretty much break everyone's bone of those old people in there, but no.
So are you looking forward to, are you hoping there's going to be some new up and coming teams with some interesting takes on how to attack these sites? Because I mean, we regularly pass
be innovative. That's really a key point. Like, yes, just I mean, you can copy whatever the hell Pro League does, but if you don't know on why they're doing it, or how they do it, or how it work, or why it works for them specifically, then just pretty much fucking leave it. Figure out your own roster, figure out your own strengths, your own cores, your own things you have to work for, and figure out what works for you best. And just think sometimes out of the box.
Mm-hmm. And well, that's the key thing, isn't it? If you're looking for victory, if you're just copying other strats, or just doing the standard go-to thing, it can only get you so far. It's about taking that risk and getting creative, I guess the word is. And that's where you see some of the greatest things happen in Siege, when players try something a little bit different. And I mean, we might see that tonight, we might not. We might see the same go-to strategies. But either way, there is either going to be a winner, a loser, or it's going to be a tie. So
I mean, it's major. We're playing two maps, and so regardless of this, at the end, we're basically gonna take the score synthesis, says who won which map, and there you go. This is gonna score. Titans, for instance, win both maps. That's gonna be overall victory. Titans win one, qvG takes one. That's gonna be a draw. Simple as that.
Mm-hmm.
So then again, it's a key point to say, like, right, it's only not too good on win on your map you pick, because you gotta also win on the map your enemies pick.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, it's, well, you end up in a draw, and it's really not the best way, obviously. So, yeah, you probably want to look to get up there and make those points happening. And you need those dubs, obviously. Because top 4, they're going to go into the playoffs from the majors. So, they're the ones to secure themselves for the finals to get over the prize pool from this whole seasons, and the first and the top 2 from the minor. They come up to the major as well, but they're also gonna have a chance to fight in the playoffs as well, and they can fight for the prize pool as well. And well, since we haven't seen a minor team just come up from all the way down on the bottom, pretty much dominating the minor, and then go to the playoffs and win it, who knows? Maybe we might gonna see it this season. I mean, that would be just brilliant.
Everyone loves an underdog story. Everyone loves an underdog story, so hopefully we might get to see that. And I mean, getting back to the game itself, we were talking about maybe why qvG haven't won a game so far in this major. But you were just speaking about map picks as well, and how in this best of 2, we go to one map for one team and one map to the other. And we touched on a little bit about how maybe qvG maybe not as effective with their execute, maybe just a little bit slow to get things going. And their actual map pick, just letting you guys know, is Coastline. And I mean, for a team that maybe is lacking in execution, Coastline is that go-to chaos map. And I'm so glad it's going to be our second game as well. We rarely ever get to see Coastline as well, so God, I'm excited for it. And please, can we see some Glaz or Cali?
Why are you so obsessed with them?
I just find them so entertaining. Having grown up playing Modern Warfare 2, running around with my intervention Commando Pro.
Quick scoping or like trick shotting is not the same like as Siege, for Christ's sake.
but it still gives me that little bit of nostalgia that I'm after. And that's what a lot of video games is about, isn't it? That little touch of nostalgia.
I mean, if we're gonna talk about the nostalgia, then I just might as well fire up PCSX2 again. But yeah, but
well, I mean, we've had the time.
I think we feel like what would have been better, just stream me play Need for Speed Underground 2,
Yeah.
or maybe
True.
SSX 3. You remember this one? You probably haven't played. Or did
Is that SSX? Is that the snowboarding one?
Yes.
Oh yes, adored it. It was so good, so good.
When EA games used to be good and used to be wacky as well with it.
There was a game that came out by Ubisoft called Steep. I don't know if you ever saw that one.
Yeah, see, that was for me the most biggest disappointment ever for coming from SSX, obviously. So
I'm so sorry.
That was just for me to say like no. I played the beta and I was like, I tried the tricks and just nothing. I was like, no, just no.
I'm so sorry for bringing up that.
Give me
emotional
SSX3
turmoil.
remastered, thank you.
Hey, you never know. Get on that Twitter and get requesting. Just ask him how many retweets.
To be fair, speaking actually of old games and actual remakes, I've actually been like in contact with a group quite some time, and remember the first Battlefield game on console.
I don't think I do. No.
Yeah, see, we're all talking about 2042, but there was actually like literally a console Battlefield game on PS2 and Xbox, and then like 2006 on 360. Battlefield 2 Modern Combat, the first Battlefield to ever go onto console and also online.
Oh really?
And actually, there's been a little group on Discord, actually even with some of the old developers. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Old developers of that actually even helping to recreating the game. There's already, let's say, very early stages of it. Maps are just obviously the things they try to like, let's say, try to make it work in today's engine. Stuff like this is just horrible. They didn't manage to do it, so they're now recreating quite a lot of the maps, quite a lot of the mechanics, movement, and yeah, they're even with the original developers actually helping out on it as well. So. Yeah, pretty excited to see on how this is gonna go. It's now, I would say, running now for a year or two.
So it's work in progress.
It's a work in progress.
Hopefully, it won't disappoint you like Steep did. I'll keep my fingers and toes crossed.
Well, yeah. Here's the thing: as someone who grew up obviously with the game, and since they're trying to make a complete copy, I shouldn't be disappointed. Yeah. I'm probably just gonna be full nostalgia and just gonna be completely behind for any errors. But yeah.
You'll just be there throwing money at your screen like, take it all.
Head up and take my money.
I believe we are still waiting on one player, unfortunately. I think...
See, this would be like a raid time where we technically go into a break, yeah, and then probably, skip all this babbling and calling you up and all this stuff, but yeah.
It is what it is. It is what it is. And I mean, I've enjoyed conversing with you. I hope you've enjoyed conversing with me. I'm sure everyone in chat has enjoyed thoroughly us whittling on to each other as well. There's no doubt in my mind about that.
If not, well, that's your fucking bad.
Deal with it.
Deal with it. You're not gonna get rid of me, so. Just quickly boasting out the ego.
It's like, I am inevitable.
Yeah, excuse me. Who can say which caster has their own freaking emote in the League server? Huh? ECS? ESA? Hello, I'm looking at you. You got your own emote? Nah. There you go. Oh, fucking finally they're in! Can we start? Trippin'. Yes, we can, he says. Let's go to Chalet, fucking finally. It has taken us some time.
We're here. We're live and we're here. On our first map of the day. It's taken some time to come around, but we are live now. And it's going to be Team Titans attacking first on Chalet up against qvG Academy, who we've noted before are still looking for their first win in the major. Hopefully, I mean, they can get a little bit of momentum out of the bat. But Team Titans, after their last victory in their last play day, winning 2-0, and convincingly at that as well, will be looking to stomp out their authority on the attack here.
And immediately pissing me off by banning Thatcher. Seriously, just... He is not so strong as you all fucking believe. Thank you.
I mean, I have to agree with you there. I think there's, speaking of the two maps where he's probably not hugely effective.
I mean, hold on. If Thatcher's gonna be banned on Coastline, then I'm seriously considering smacking one of the teams, because there's not even an opportunity for Thatcher.
I mean, yeah, that's what I was about to say. Chalet and Coastline, probably two of the maps that you can sort of get away with not banning Thatcher on. I mean, unless you're going down into Wine Cellar and Garage. But I mean, a lot of the times that's going to be the sort of maybe third pick coming out from the teams. I mean, especially having watched a lot of the SI, that was rarely ever picked that site. Such a low win percentage when you're going down there. And nowadays, a lot of teams seem to shy away from going down into the basement on Chalet.
Interestingly enough, Team Titans decided to ban Alibi, which I can't really seem to fathom out fully, if I'm being completely honest. But either way, Valkyrie's going to get off the board, at least something more understandable from the side of qvG Academy. Given the fact that obviously Nomad is out as well, so you might as well deny the chance of having the easiest freebies in the world from just jumping out.
I mean, yeah, with the Nomad off the board, that is really going to bring into play these roamers, isn't it? There's going to be no Jackal ban though, so I'd maybe like to see a Jackal coming out from the side of Team Titans. Doesn't look like they're actually going to go for a Jackal ban. A Blackbeard, surely not. Surely this gets 6 picked off. They're just teasing us, surely.
No, they're teasing that. 6 pick from Bass coming out. So we go off from the Ace to the Twitch, which only leaves Isaka on the Maverick to complete the Heartbreach roll. And Twitch, I can totally understand, obviously, but interestingly enough, qvG Academy not going to start you off on the usual way, because they're going to go bar and gaming. So no bedroom and no snowmobile, which is, I mean, start off with the odd side. If you win it, great. You're already set up for the next 2 rounds to be safe. But yeah, quite interesting to see this one out, and especially Kaneki on the Frost. And I beg you, I want to see someone just stepping in from Team Titans, getting that lovely clunk and seeing that they're downed. I want to love it. Well, already placed right there, right on the window. So who knows, maybe Team Titans will fall for it.
And I mean, we spoke about how maybe we might get to see something a little bit different, something a little unusual. And we mentioned not going to probably 2 of the favourite sites on defense, first of all. Going down to bar and gaming, it is that little bit of unusual and sort of creative approach coming out from qvG. And why not? They're yet to pick up their first win, so why not start us off with something a little bit different, something a little bit more exciting, and going against the grain here.
And gonna place his last Frost mat on the library window. And gonna fill this one up on the big one as well. Well, hatches are open, so really they're working, they're playing on to keeping on the library for long as you possibly can, and not gonna fall into any weird angles for later on.
And I mean, it looks to be sort of an east side push coming out from the team of Team Titans here, as we see Woem pick up an early kill onto F2 there, as he looks to push out from the bottom of the garage. I don't know if maybe they've just baited that. Maybe baited that out with a couple of rappels going up. F2 thinking he can pick up an easy frag. There we go, Team Titans, first blood in this game. It's been a while coming, but they take the advantage early doors.
Gonna end. Blaveski is gonna open up a bit of the whole Kex, trying a bit of dancing a bit around, as he's still not to go. But qvG on the other end, he's quite a harder angle to hit right there. But there you go, Patata is gonna follow this one up from early on F2 by taking out Goody. But now Best is gonna flying Kex, as Goody is gonna leave the game, leaving all to qvG and Kaneki for qvG to fend this first round off. And qvG definitely pressured right there by Team Titans, but as the Twitch from Best doesn't look, they're not gonna anticipate it. qvG's gonna get the kill onto Woen. And on to Best! Cutting them down back to 2, as Kaneki also gonna find, I believe it was Isaka, leaving Patata and Blevsky versus Gugi and Kaneki.
I mean, that was just so well played from Gugi. You can hear those players approaching him. And there we go. Gugi does go down now, and it's going to be left to Kaneki in a 2v1. We saw Gugi lag out of the game, and it's going to be Kaneki now. I mean, they've been really up against it, but really, really sneaky play coming out from Gugi as he pulls up a couple of operators in favor of qvG, and in comes the drone. They're going to know exactly where Kaneki is now. Left down on site, all alone as Blessvis drops into site. Not going to be able to get rid of that bulletproof can. And Kaneki, can he pull this out the bag with 40 seconds left on the clock? The red pings go out. They're going to know exactly where that player is in bar. But Kaneki, he can just play time here. He's going to tag up Bless, and it's going to be a 1v1 now. Patata left all alone here in the bar. Pros don't fake. Is he going to fake? The fake does go in, but Kaneki's going to use this vertical play here. So smart, so clever. Patata with barely any health left. I don't think he's got one of those Blackbeard shields. Going to get into it here. Kaneki, can he pick this one up?
No!
He does indeed. What a comeback there. What a comeback. That play from Gugi on that roam, picking up the 2 players. So sneaky. And it's just impressive stuff coming out from qvG. Up against it early doors, but the big play coming out from Gugi swings that back in their favor. Kaneki left in the 2v1, pulls it out the bag, and that's first blood now going in favor of qvG.
Repatada on this one, giving qvG the advantage, and with Goody back into it, we can go straight onto Wine Cellar and Snowmobile. And well, seeing Goody bringing out the Aruni, that's definitely an operator I like to see on the side, as you can really slow down and really hinder hard the push on Snowmobile and even like from Wine. So great choice by them. Although I'm not quite sure on what to think of the Castle, as I would say we've been now long gone from using Castle. And he's a bit of outdated in my eyes.
I would agree. I've never really seen a castle used particularly effectively down in Wine Cellar and Snowmobile, but we'll see how he gets on. Kaneki, I mean, can we question the man? He's 3-0 at the moment, high on confidence. Maybe he's just picking an operator whose gun he likes. I mean, I have to say, for me personally, that UMP is just hate it, disgusting.
It's if I'm gonna play a submachine gun, I believe I'm gonna play a close quarters, meaning I want this thing to shoot fast, you know, and defend myself. But this thing is just like, how am I supposed to win a gunfight very quickly? I mean, I'm forced to aim at the head, otherwise there's just no chance. I mean, one tap almost every single time. But quite brave right there from Kex to still reinforce that with that explosives just going off, chopping away, I would say, a third of his health. But nevertheless, he's still gonna stay alive and he's gonna keep that wall shut.
And I mean, I'm so intrigued to see this defensive hold coming out from qvG. We're going to see Kaneki set up in, I believe, kitchen and dining here with those castle barricades. And it's just to slow down that attacking push. And we've seen before, we spoke about it before, how that is the enemy of the attacker. But look at this, Gugi. Surely he's trapped off here. But no, he's going to head up to Solarian Stairs here. And oh my goodness, Best swings in, picks up Goody. Kex doesn't whiff though, trades straight back, but it is still going to be 4-3 now in favor.
Goody, stop leaving!
I did think he was looking a little bit weird there, and I believe it's because he was playing on a controller this round because he had the mouse bug, unfortunately.
Hold on. Is playing on a controller? Like, I am noted for this, not him, okay? But please, for the love of God, unplug this thing instantly. Jesus Christ. But anyway, Blaveski is gonna take out qvG, leaving it all down to Kex and F2. And Kex, well, if he peeks his head, he's gonna find him within a weird spot. But if his movement is right, his moment is right, if his ears are listening right, he can go huge for his team right now, especially given they're again in the disadvantage on man count once more again. But there's potential for them again once more to clutch up. But with Kaneki out, it's up to Kex to picking it up. Well, I don't think Mistrone is now happening now, as Kex is gonna be forced to move out. But regardless of this, Kex is gonna find Wowen actually, cutting down to just 3 on Team Titan's side as F2 is down on the 90s. He's gonna get lit quite hard, goes down, but no, Blavatsky anticipates him and gonna shut him down. Kex now coming in from Weinzeller. He's gonna take Blavatsky, trading off his fallen teammate as he's now in a 1v2 situation. Patata covering Isaka. As the defuse gonna go down, Kex gonna get Isaka. With that, his 4th kill, but can he make 5? Can he make an ace? He's gonna have to defuse. He's gonna try to fake it out, try to get the position, but no. The rotation from Patata comes, but he's might not gonna miss it out. There, just back and forth. He's gonna see his shot's gonna go through. Kex takes a bit of damage. Patata, no! Patata destroys the ace of Kex and shuts him down. And Team Titans win their first round. Oh no.
That was all. I mean, you've got to be rooting for Kex there. On a quad kill, chasing after that 1v2. I think it was actually a 1v3 clutch there as well. Chasing after his ace clutch. So unfortunate there. Doesn't quite manage to pull it out the bag, as that would have been another clutch round going in favor of qvG. Unfortunately, it doesn't. Team Titans, welcome to the game. They get their first round on the board. But I mean, you're always rooting for that player who's looking for that ace there. So unfortunate from Kex. But we saw him pick up that position upstairs in kitchen. He did manage to get drone out, and somehow he's managed to rotate all the way back down into wine cellar and almost clutch up that round. I mean, you've got to question maybe Team Titans, maybe why they haven't tried to pick up Kex there, but it looked like the decision was taken to just rotate down main stairs, get into Snowmobile and get that plant down. And we know how much pressure that can apply on the defensive side, especially when that bomb goes down. It forces the defensive operators into getting that defuse. And as we've seen there, Team Titans clutch up and they get their first round of the map.
Well, with that being said, qvG Academy once more again onto Snowmobile and onto Wine Cellar. Hopefully this time, maybe with Goody staying in the lobby. I mean, that would be a great start. Hopefully, let's see if qvG is going to be forced again onto one of those clutch situations. So you're going to have to watch out on this again, but we're going to have to see on how they're going to go. But one thing is for sure, qvG will going to go on top and we're going to roam up on there. And Isaka already losing a third of his HP. Not the best start.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
qvG, I think very wisely moving out from that position. He's going to hear that drone, going to know he's going to get spotted, and very wisely backing away into Mezium here.
Oh, no!
Doesn't quite manage to finish off Blavatsky. Such good knowledge to pre-fire that and almost pick up Blavatsky. But he's doing such a good job here on the roam of just slowing down this attack coming out from Team Titans. No one even entered the chalet yet, and this is your job as a roamer, apologies. If you're new to Siege, what you need is your roamers to just slow down time, try and pick up a couple of the attacking operators, because as we know, the clock is the enemy of the attackers here. And look at this Kex pushing through Solarium into Master Bathroom as well. They're so heavy on the roam here, Adrian. I'm really liking this aggression coming out from qvG here.
But here's the thing, one thing is still not to underestimate. If Team Titans decide you're just going to go on site and only going to find 1 or 2, like, all your roomers have to come down, and basically you completely flip the game over. So, also you got to be careful with this, and especially you do not want to lose them early on, so the pick's got to be careful. But then again, Patata is going to check around, but he's going to check wrong. Kex will going to find him, but he falls up Blavatsky! Amazing reactions, but they can't help him against Wowen! As he's going to find him one, qvG's going to revenge him, making it a 2v4. And now, qvG in the favor.
And I mean, we spoke about the pressure being Goody picks up best as well. And Askia going to be left in a 1v4. qvG picks up his second kill of the round. You mentioned it there, Adrian, how they could just ignore these roamers and turn it, almost flip it on its head by pushing that site, only finding maybe 2 or 3 opposing operators there. But they try and pick up these roamers. They can't manage to pull it out of the bag. And pretty much single-handedly there, Kex and qvG take out the entire attacking force of Team Titans. And I tell you what, the reaction on that double kill with that SMG-11 by Kex was insane.
Ooh. I mean, this one set them up pretty good, and this one's gonna set him up onto his 6th kill as well in just 3 rounds. So, man is popping off today, one thing for sure. As qvG Academy will now go on to kitchen and dining, as they're gonna obviously hope to continue their success from the last round. Or really, I'm not sure about you, but kitchen dining for me, I haven't been able to see this so often, really.
I'll have to be honest, it's very strange that we haven't seen an upstairs hold coming out from qvG whatsoever. And maybe we said we wanted to see something interesting, something a little bit different, and that's exactly what we're getting. Probably one of the most preferred sites on Chalet, not actually being selective from the defensive side of qvG here. And we know about this map. If you look on this top-down view here from Master Bedroom and Office, look how much of that floor is destructible. And we saw Kex and qvG holding this upstairs so strongly last round, and it's something they're just quite simply going to have to do again if they want to lock down this site and pick up the 3rd defensive hold here on Chalet.
Well, we're going to have to see on how they're going to fare, but qvG already placing himself into gaming. The window's going to get open. Best will be able to take note of this, but qvG a long time already gone. As he knows, he hears the library. Jones coming out from Best, so... Well, I was about to say, if he's gonna now be able to spot out qvG, he's gonna be in a big of trouble as he gotta challenge him off, but qvG wisely decides to go back in the piano, have Best hold this, waste a bit of time. As Isaac and Patata having a bit of a meeting on what to do with that castle window, as now the breaching charge is gonna come open. And there you go, we've now got a nice hole.
I mean, looking at this map, how they're attacking this one, Team Titans, and how qvG are defending it, it's almost as if they are attacking upstairs, Master Bedroom and Study here. Like, we see the shield in piano. We've got pretty much all the utilities spent upstairs for this defensive hold. And it is almost like it's an attack upstairs, because we said how crucial when you attack this site the vertical play is. And it's going to be down to qvG and Kex, once again, the 2 players. qvG's going to be coming in tow as well, but it's going to be down to these 2 players to hold this upstairs. And I mean, that is such a strong position for qvG there, isn't it? That's going to take a lot of utility and waste a lot of time to push this player off of that piano shield.
Renegade to ADS is everything is covered and up, especially from the wards on the side of the window, the shield. So they're gonna stay up, they're gonna waste a lot of axe charges and everything, but qvG in the meantime is gonna take Loveskis. qvG's gonna find Patata. Renegade Lace is gonna be up again once more, having to burn furthermore utility. That could be now used for Great Plan. Smokes have been now dying for the C4, taking a good chunk of Wowen's HP, and Best is gonna take down Kaneki. Taking out the smoke, not even getting to use his canisters at all.
I mean, I've really got to question this. And there we see it, back on site. He's on site. That we see pretty much every single player of qvG upstairs or on Solarium stairs. And Best is almost on site by himself here. Surely the callouts need to go to his teammates and get the bomb down there. But speaking of the bomb going down, it does go down as Wowen gets down himself, as F2 picks up Best as well. And it's going to be down to Askia, now left in a 1v4. They finally got control of Piano as he picks up Kegs. But it's a little bit too late, I feel, as they've spent so much time trying to clear this upstairs floor that they've just completely negated the sites. And with 8 seconds left on the clock here, you have to say an impressive, aggressive hold coming out from qvG as they pick up 3 out of the first 4 rounds on this map.
Well, fair to say, Team Titan slept on this one. You could have probably gotten quite easily on directly horizontally, not waste too much time on floors, but qvG, they managed to get so much time out of this. I mean, and also getting obviously a few players as well out. And well, now Kaneki has to rejoin. And well, how many times did Goody join already? Like 2 times, 3 times?
Yeah, But I mean, we did get to see him play on a controller.
I mean,
which
like
was quite
every round, somebody has to rejoin. Well,
we're in for a long one tonight, my friend.
yeah, I can see that.
But I tell you what, we've said we're in for a long one, but qvG, they don't look to be wanting to be in for a long one whatsoever. They're pressing the advantage here on the defense. And I tell you what, like you said there, Best was on site, was he not? He picked up the smoke on site, but it was a problem that his two remaining operators, they were still so focused upstairs. And I mean, there's surely got to be a little bit more communication there coming out from Team Titans, as they've identified that it's pretty much Kex, qvG. Looking at these players, you've got Kex 6 kills to his name, qvG 5 kills to his name as well. We saw Goody sort of helping out the pair roaming by coming up Solarian stairs. But I feel like Team Titans, I don't know if they can analyze it because you're in the game. It's hard to look back at what you've done when you're caught up in the moment. But I feel like if they just go for a more basic approach to attacking the site, they will just overwhelm those, what is it, usually only 2 operators of Kaneki and F2 left on site. But we'll see how they approach this one. I wonder if they're going to have a little bit of time. That little bit of a lag out maybe bought them a little bit of time as they reconnected. Maybe a little bit of a cheeky little tactical time out there. And maybe to give them a little bit more time to talk about it and maybe work on a different strategy here. But we do get to see Patata on the fuse. Such a rare operator to see nowadays. And one I'm excited to see where he's going to use these cluster charges.
I don't think they know that he's aware that he's there, but the German, no! Best is gonna take him off! Oh, this could have been so huge for qvG. Just easy, a double kill. Already taking out the ace and I believe Icicle on Twitch. Oh, this was a blunder. This didn't work out as well as it should have been. But we'll see. Maybe Cass can pick it off. He's gonna take out Woem. Can he follow it up on the ace of Best or not? But you already hear Patata with the LMG spraying him down, hunting him down. Look for an opening, but it looks wrong. Kex is gonna get it. 3 versus 4. As they're now gonna end up further in. Isaka is gonna go down. Kaneki will secure himself the kill. Best and Blaveski only one left. Though Blaveski's not looking good either. Kex is gonna find Best and Goody takes out Blaveski. And this, ladies and gentlemen, this is how you do around. Quick and bloody.
And speaking of quick and bloody, they're making bloody incredible plays on the roam here. Bloody incredible stuff. Kex, he just can't be stopped at the moment. And qvG as well. We saw qvG there picking up an unusual position. I feel maybe if he hadn't vaulted, he maybe could have picked up the double spray there. But he almost caught the players of Team Titans napping. Doesn't quite get away with it. But it's that duo of qvG and Kex who are putting in work for qvG here as they look to, if they pick up this one, that's going to be 5-1 in favor on the defensive Chalet. And we said they needed to get off to a good start in this game, especially with Team Titans being also impressive in their last game, winning 2-0. I believe it was 7-3 and 7-5 as well. qvG, they did win their last map against Aero Revolution in their last game. I believe it was 7-1. So they brought their own momentum into this game. Could we see back-to-back 7-1s for qvG in the major?
Well, we're gonna have to see and gonna find out on this, but I gotta have to tell you, it looks pretty strong, although I'm a bit disapproving of all 3 Aruna gates placed on that side of the wine cellar, but hey, they're the professionals, you know, supposedly. I'm just the ex-former Tier 3 coach, who is now turned manager, so they know what's best, but I don't see this gonna work out well, especially for Snowmobile and especially on the side of Wine Cellar, because those Aruna gates, like, if it's open, if you're still gonna place them, like, you still can't go over them. Like, there's still, you're gonna have to put a few more utility in, and basically right on that point, as soon as the laser gate's gonna go off, you definitely know someone is there, and if someone wanna hop in, he's gonna get a bit of damage. And speaking of damage, Best is not gonna be able to deliver any of it, as Goody will take it on to him, bringing him down, but Patata instantly refrags him, making it a 4 versus 4, and, well, Patata almost taking out Rowan.
And I have to say here, looking at how the approach coming out from Team Titans with qvG Cats, Alaska napping, but Bladesky trades back, and there's kills flying out left, right, and center as Wowen picks up Kaneki, F2 picks up Patata, and all of a sudden, we're only a minute into this round, and it's going to be 6 operators left off the board as we're now left in a 2v2. F2 going for a couple of cheeky floor bangs as those yellow pings come out. But look at this, Wowen creeping his way down fireplace stairs here. And I don't think the players know he's down there. Wowen, he doesn't have bomb in hand, but he is going to be pinged out by that default cam. That's going to give all the intel they need here, qvG. As I tell you what, F2 with that SMG-11, it's the duo of the SAS here. 2 shotguns, 2 SMG-11s. We know how dangerous these SMG-11s can be in the hands of skilled players. As Wowen is very wisely, he knows he's aware there's plenty of time left on the clock. Just going to work on this vertical play. But look at qvG getting aggressive here. And why not? He's so confident at the moment. But Wowen's going to hear that player rotating back down. Blue, as it's going to be left now to Wowen, left in a 1v2. And I tell you what, you've got to pull this one out of the bag here, Wowen, because 5-1 does not look too peachy whatsoever as Wowen advances down here into blue. But qvG is surely going to... He doesn't pick him up, but he gets swung, and qvG does pick up the kill. The duo SMG-11s, one fires to cause the distraction as he pre-fires the other window, the other door. And qvG, I think that might be his 10th kill already in this game. It is indeed 10 kills in 6 rounds, and it is that duo of qvG and qvG on the roam. But let's not forget the other players here, all coming up trumps really with these frags. 4 kills in 5 rounds isn't bad whatsoever, is it?
Well, definitely not, and shows a bit overall the strength of qvG, but now they're gonna have to prove themselves again once more on attack, which is gonna be really for them the key decider, as Team Titans will now gonna go on to defense. And finally, we're gonna see a master bedroom. Bomb site. Well, it's been 6 rounds.
I have to say, it's unusual not to see a master bedroom and office being picked at all on a defensive hold. I have to say, personally, it was quite a nice break from the office. I've been in it all day, so I'm quite glad we had 6 rounds away from it.
Normally I do like some stupid word puns with names or team names, but no, you're just taking a bit the icing on the cake on this one. Fucking hell. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Bad Jokes League. Today bringing you in with here together with Mr. Tom J. Mr. Tom J. Schlock. And Mr. Tyrol. Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb. And joining us and suddenly is Jello. Patata not getting quite as bumpy as he would like to. qvG's gonna take 1 bullet, but he's simply just gonna snip it away off from his body, leaving not much damage onto him at all.
I have to say, I'm a fan of that aggression, though, coming out from Patata there. They're 5 rounds down to 1, and I'm glad to see that they're not just playing it slowly, they're getting aggressive to qvG here, because the momentum is completely in favor of qvG here. As look at this, they swarm into library completely uncontested here, but we know how powerful this position can be that Wowen's holding here. Still a little bit of setup, only just going up as Best is going to get into it, but he's going to be able to dip away there, as I believe this is a full team push coming out from qvG from this library side. But let's look at this position, and that's Iska here, down in the basement on the Jaeger here. He could be the key player to get some momentum in favor of Team Titans as Wowen gets tagged up. Levetsky gets tagged up as well. And there's still somehow all 10 operators left on the board. All the operators are almost filled with bullets themselves. And that is going to be a kill picked up onto Kaneki there. And there we see it, first blood now in favor of Team Titans. But there we go, qvG straight out with 2 kills of their own here. And Askia on the roam, gonna fire but not be able to pick up anyone as Best picks up F2 here. And now we're left in a 3v3 with just over 70 seconds left on the clock here.
It's the thing, both teams have stepped up the pace quite heavily, as both are now playing very aggressive as well, and that's exactly what you want to see. Quick, fast action, as you would love to, but Right now, it's time to go slow down, have to rethink. All right, the minute is still there, they're going to have to coordinate. They're going to make sure they're not going to find themselves into an angles they don't want to be. Make sure they're going to be able to get that plant going on qvG's side, while Team Titans, they just need to relax. They just need to make sure that they don't find themselves in a weird spot as soon as everything's going to go down. As Patata tries to get a kill, tries to bait at least Goody from on the breach, but... Oh, would you look at this? Googie is gonna chuck a grenade, but I believe he also spotted. Yes, he did! Patata is gonna lose his life! Onto Googie, making this a 3 versus 2. Isaac losing a lot of HP as well. As Googie's gonna sneak down on the plant. Best not really much able to do so. As Kex is gonna go over him, but no. Kex gonna take some damage from behind, and there you go. qvG is gonna finish it off!
I don't think I'd ever seen so many operators on 1 HP there whatsoever. As we have qvG, I tell you what, they mean business today. They're 6-1 up here. They have 5 match points to play with here. And the thing of this cushion of so many rounds in their favor, it just means they can try something a little bit different. And I tell you what, if we're seeing this much aggression on a map like Chalet, our next map coming up of Coastline could be absolute chaos. I don't know if I can speak fast enough to talk about all these trades going back left, right, and center here. It's an absolute frag fest today on Chalet.
Well, I'm curious to see on how the Kavera on Pavescu is gonna play out, but I'm not sure if it's gonna be able to keep point, especially given this site, as there's not really much where you can go to.
Oh, no.
Nice. That guy's gonna go down. Well, for Jaeger, that's only bringing out right now only 1 kill.
Oh no.
To all the toxic ranked people, yes, he deserves it. For all of you just trying to watch this entertainful, yeah, well, it might be Isaaca's last round now, and it's already gonna start off from the death screen.
And I mean, we've seen how aggressive qvG have been on this map so far. And I have to say, I do like the pick coming out from Best on that mirror. We know how effective mirror can be at slowing down the push of the attackers, because they know they can just get peeped from the side of that broken wall on the side of the mirror. But Blevetsky going to get so aggressive. They're already an operator down. Maybe just play it a little bit slower. But I have to say, I like the pick coming out from the mirror just to slow down the onslaught coming out from qvG here.
Well, time trickles down as see Kaneki plays himself onto the master bedroom window and just waiting out. But really, right now, qvG don't have to fear much. They can a bit relax down. They know they have it in the back. They have a quite a good of lead, so don't necessarily need to take any risks. They don't need to, especially as Patata is still onto that Solarium. But now to get a Kex and Kaneki shoot. Excuse me. I believe it's gonna be. Oh yeah, no, right. I was right. Kaneki. They're gonna move up in and trying to get this player. They're trying to get Patata out of Solarium, push them all together.
And they have done such an effective job of pushing Patata back here from Solarium. But let's not forget about Blevetsky here. I was going to say getting a little bit sneaky, but down goes the Caviera. Caviera doing Caviera things. No one's ever going to really be able to play back on there as she gets down. And now that's 5-3 in favor of qvG here. And Best, you're going to have to put up your best in this game because you're truly up against it as Wowen looks to get aggressive. He's not going to be able to find anyone there as Best gets tagged up by Kex. And it looks like the drones come in. Kex could get drones in here as the players of qvG look to swarm down onto master bedroom and this upstairs side. Kex catches Wowen nothing. And this is truly one-way traffic. Best trades back onto Goody, but it might be a little bit too late. But they're really up against it. Kex picks up Best. Patata now left in a 1v4. He's going to get stunned by the Zofia charges. They know exactly where he is. As we see a player swing in here, I believe it's going to be Googie. Googie swinging in from piano, picks up Patata as he's completely blinded and stunned by the Zofia charges. And that is an incredible performance coming out from qvG. In their last map, they lost the first map 7-3, maybe a little bit slow to wake up in their last game, but they've come out of the blocks raring and ready to go here. 7-1. Looking at that leaderboard, Kex 14-4. Dear Lord, that is incredible.
And what a great map to start you off on your team. 7-1 over Chalet. Absolutely massive dub for qvG Academy right there, as they're gonna go just in a few seconds on the coastline. But in the meantime, obviously, us two lovely beauties, we're gonna go freshen up, gonna cool off a bit, as we need to be ready for coastline as well. So stay tuned. We will be right back. With the continuation between Team Titans and qvG Academy. Just stay tuned.
It's gonna be a really important one for this team, as he's gonna take the Zofia down. And what? What even happened there, Best? And Autumn there with the shotgun on such a close quarter angle, and Best is somehow gonna win that gunfight. I know he put Autumn to such low HP, but it was a headshot at the end of the day. And as the attackers are gonna be in a 4v4 here and make it a 3v3, 3v2 now, as Best is gonna get another frag on the board. And Steezy, he's gonna pick, and Best, he's just dominating right now for the defense. And Juan, he's not in the best of situations right now, but that is gonna look for this flank, and Nate is gonna land somehow. Juan, I'm not too sure how you made that happen. The other one is on the breach. It looks like he knows this. 2v1 situation here. Yana is gonna get 7 seconds on the board, and Juan is gonna get the second. How do you even do that one? As Juan is gonna trade back onto Substitute, who was already on low HP. And he's gonna put his team back on the map here. So 3v4 right now, and Juan is gonna make it a 3v3. A great shot from him, and a great flank. On top of that area, he's gonna get another one here onto Stizzy. And wow, I mean, this just turned around so fast.
To punish him, as MP9 looks the wrong way and tries to pick up Warren, but Warren will win out on this one.
Quadra kill, I'm pretty sure.
Out of the front office and into meeting room. As finally the first kill of this match is gonna happen. Envy will take out Alopex. He's not aware that Envy is here, and Envy will pick him up, but quickly the swift transition onto NX, and there you go, there goes his third.
About to do. I mean, they're gonna try to find Envy, of course, but he's gonna run around and find the ace as well. Quad kill for him.
Moving Jamil and Autumn, as MP9 will find a woman.
Someone is gonna pick Patata up. No! MP9, a triple kill! A triple kill, and make it a quad kill, sorry.
separates your shadows from my soul as these walls begin to fall. Head lost in the silence, cold stars illuminate the secrets on your tongue and the poison in my lungs. Where every passage ends, a new road begins. The further I descend, your labyrinth. Blind eyes in the darkness, frail hands reaching out, sword echoes in the smoke as the doors behind me close. No cure for the madness, each turn tangled in the fear of losing sight of the slowly fading light. Where every passage ends, a new road begins. The further I descend, your labyrinth. Your labyrinth.
Welcome back, guys. What an exciting start to this Playday 3 Match 3. We've seen qvG look absolutely impressive over on Chalet. Just absolutely stomping out their authority over on Chalet. And let's not forget, that was Team Titan's pick as well. On your map pick, losing 7-1, it's not the best start to the best of 2 series, but let's not forget it is a best of 2. And after the craziness and chaos and pure fragging we've just seen. How do you feel about the next map going over to Coastline?
I mean, the last couple of rounds were just absolutely just hammer down, pedal to the metal, just completely guns blazing in. Just let's be honest, playing a bit like Call of Duty, the way I love it. You know, fast action, respawn, just loads of gunfights, and just gonna decide on over. So really happy to see that. And well, given we're gonna go now on the Coastline, it should be perfect for this kind of thing as well. So but without further say, you know, let's just keep all the preparation talking up, and let's just hop in straight to the map and see on who these two teams are gonna go ban. And I swear to God, if I'm gonna see a Thatcher, yeah, I'm gonna smack you all hard.
Please no Thatcher ban. Come on, guys, get creative with the bans here.
No, it's not creative. Like, if you're gonna ban Thatcher, like, you might as well just fucking ban, I don't know, Blitz on this one. It's just as useless.
Well, we're going to have Team Titans banning first. So let's see. Yes, we're going to see a Nomad. And once again, with that Nomad off the board, it just brings into such more aggressive play coming out from the defenders there, as they're going to be able to go up on the flanks, flank in behind the attacking side here, because there's going to be nothing to give them that intel if there's a player coming up. Maybe one of the set of staircase coming up behind the attacking team. It's going to be left down to those drones, left in those flank positions to give them that intel. Interesting to see a Blackbeard ban. I would love to see the percentages on that this season. I have to say Blackbeard, I don't think I'd ever seen him picked, really, apart from that. Well, I mean, you rarely see Blackbeard picked, but we saw Patata pick up Blackbeard, but maybe that's a little bit of a target ban. I don't really feel like Blackbeard gives you much issues anymore, especially since he got so heavily nerfed. And that's going to be followed up by a Valkyrie as well, just to deny some of that intel. What do you reckon we've got coming up as this final ban then?
Mira, Melusi, Clash, Maestro, Echo. One of those hard anchors. And there you go.
Spot on. Big brain, 5-head predictions there.
No, it's just called age and experience, my dear friend.
But I'm older than you.
Yeah, I don't care. I've been more into competitive than you. I'm just gonna presume.
What is a competitive?
Well, good that you say that. Thank you for just confirming it.
But we are going to see...
where's my salary? I want to raise.
We are going to see the first defensive hold coming into Hooker and Billiards here. A pretty standard pick coming out from Team Titans. And I have to say, look at this coming out from qvG. We're going to have a Lion and a Dockerby. Once again...
Fair, quoting a bit my analyst from yesterday's Benelux game on Coastline, if you have Lion available, just fucking use him. He's absolute 8, and he's got to absolutely be able to smack those attacks with you all together. So I would say great choice by Kaneki right there. Goody on Dokkaepi, like, alright, just double trouble. Kext on the Sophia, you still got your entry frag or second frag is still good. Googie on Iana, right. You still gotta have some play. So really quite aggressive lineup, quite pushing forward towards. So yeah, so that's why it's a bit interesting to see just Best only picking Legion. I mean, Legion is quite annoying, but you kind of need to slow them down way harder than that. Like, really get out of Melusi, even consider getting the ugly Clash, get your Goyo shields, like, really stop them from advancing, really stop them from pushing. And I already see Patata trying to make a cheeky spawn peek, but you already fucked up breaking up the barricade. Oh no, he actually can glitch from this one.
I mean, he has got the shotgun as a secondary as well, and Patata's going to tag up F2, but not going to be able to confirm that kill. He's going to go back once again. So aggressive from Patata. Interesting to see that he's gone for the shotgun as the primary there from Patata as well. Lots of faith in that shotgun, but Goody, Kaneki, they pick up Patata and Woen so early. And I tell you what, qvG, they haven't let off the gas pedal here as they're storming and speeding towards what looks like the first blood on this coastline. As Atsuki is going to get picked up by F2. That's 1 kill for F2, 1 kill for Kaneki, and 1 kill for Gugi. And it's going to be down... Oh no, that's such an unfortunate Nitro cell as well. As it looks to be falling apart here for the team of Team Titans. Boloveski trades back onto Kex here. In comes that Lion charge as well. It's going to force these operators on the defense just to slow down here.
I was about to say, as soon as like F2 got like that doctor saying like, dude, they're fucking running spawn peak. And they suck at it. And then Kaneki and Goody just said, all right, they suck at it. Let's fucking hit it back at them. Instantly smacks 2 out of Team Titans. And as Goody's gonna wrap up this round, qvG Academy is gonna win this one quite convincingly.
I mean, yeah, it was just that aggression once again coming out from qvG here, especially with the Lion on board as well. It's not going to be able to enable those defenders to be able to move their positions or move around much, or else they're going to be detected, which allows qvG to advance towards those bomb sites, pick up those angles, and eventually pick up the round so easily.
Very late pick from Team Titans on operators.
Yeah. I mean, they look a little bit shaken here. They look a little bit shaken. We did say maybe a clash would come in handy just to slow down this aggression, but it's going to be 6 picked.
Keep it. Like, Blaveski, piss off of Bandit. Like, get the Melusi that maybe going. But really, you just got to stop the advance. The Bandit on kicks, he ain't going to help you much, really. Let's be real. Unless you're going to try to play out on this gun on C4, but honestly, you gotta have to slow down. You gotta have to stop qvG. You gotta waste as much time as you can. I mean, granted, now you got the Melusi. Great. Those 3 Banshees gonna come and play very well, but I'm not sure about the alibi if it's gonna help you that much. Especially given, like, you need to slow down. The key really is to slow them down or pick really like fights from the side. Thought on Doc is perfectly on that. But still, if they just qvG just pretty much just gonna have to rip open that service door and just gonna plant, just gonna make sure just cover everything up, and there you go. You have a diffuser there, and you as a defender are pretty much fucked.
I could have put it better myself. And I mean, you've got to maybe question the picks coming out from Team Titans here. Interesting to see that there's no pick on the Aruni either. It looks like Blaveski might be.
Let me stop you there. Blaveski is taking a bit of a tactical timeout on his own.
You love to see it. Potato does res himself, but doesn't manage to confirm the kill upstairs, as we are going to see the player of F2 picked up as well. In come the calls from Dockerby as well. And look at this, qvG so quickly, so aggressive. Kex picks up his 2nd kill of the round. And look at this, Askia in an interesting position. He's going to trade back, and that's the momentum that they need here, Team Titans. But Askia are going to get picked up on the roam. Best trades back onto Kaneki, but now it's down left to Best and Moen in a 2v3 here. We're going to see Best in an unusual position in security here, very far away from the site. And rightly so, with 2 minutes left on the round, qvG can just drone this out, get the intel. I believe they found out where Best is as well, and it's just going to be poor old Woen wailing away on site by himself here.
Well, Woen's position is now also discovered by that drone, and God knows who just appeared. But F2 already with the grenade in hand, he's gonna check it over. It's now unfortunately not gonna be able to hit Woen right there, but it's gonna make him force to go a bit further down the way. As Kex gonna find Best. Woen now in the 1v3, as he will have to face off between Goody, Kex, and F2. But this is gonna be have to be played slow. As Woen's gonna go for the quick kill, and there you go. Kex is gonna be out, leaving it down to Goody and F2. Goody, no more phone calls available. Grenade's gonna get shot by F2, forcing Woen a bit more to the corner, but also crucially giving time for Goody to plant. As the C4 is gonna come out, it's not gonna be able to cover, get to the plant down, and there you go. F2 finishes off, and qvG 2nd round in a row.
So unlucky going out from Woen there on that Melusi. That with F2 holding that cross, doesn't manage to pick up the kill initially, and he was on such a slither of health there. If he had been maybe a couple of centimeters closer to that nitro cell, that round could have gone oh so differently. But qvG, I believe they're going with the exact same operator lineup here once again. And why change it? If it ain't broke, why fix it? You know, it's worked so well for them. They've looked oh so impressive. I've got to question the choice of maybe not going for an Aruni, getting those Surya gates up. Clearly, they're just being overwhelmed by the sheer aggression of qvG here. We know Coastline is an aggressive fragging map, and we do see the 6th pick. Blavatsky, he must be
There's your
listening to me.
Rooney.
I mean, the Aruni, the Legion, it is going to slow them down a little bit here. But I'd love to see maybe a smoke or some shields. Just something which they just can't walk their way straight into sight. Something to slow down that aggression. Maybe a Goyo, a smoke, just something that gives them a little bit of protection inside. And they're not just relying on swinging. They can use the advantage of those shields to slow down, pick off the attackers as they look to execute on site. I mean, I'm happy to see the Arunia with those Surya gates, but I still don't feel it's quite enough.
Well, regardless of this, it might be that maybe Team Titans haven't figured out Coastline yet for them. But yeah, it could be an option. But either way, qvG right now, I mean, they got the momentum, they got the speed, they got everything to roll for them. So really, Team Titans now, it sort of like has to come. They sort of like have to put a stop on this. I mean, if they're gonna do it sooner, the better. I mean, otherwise it's just gonna go drag along all the way along to just maybe a 6-0 perhaps to qvG, and then really. There's one mistake for Team Titans then on the attack. The defense just comes through. qvG, there you go. That's game over for you right there. So really, it would be a great time to solve out this pressure. And it looks like they're gonna... I mean, they're preparing themselves to just break free and just gonna go for it. But they're gonna have to deal with Rowan. Like,
Oh my goodness,
what's
here
gonna
we
come
go.
out? They're gonna actually tank the laser gate. Rowan is gonna actually fly an F2. But Kek's already taking a great position down on the side right there. Coming up to the bathroom. Surgugi is going to get actually two. Kek's going to find a psycho. With that, like already 3 people have fallen on Team Titan's side. Kex is going to fight Patata. Making it a 1 versus 4 for Best, who is up. And Kex is going to shut him down. That's exactly what I've been warned. You gotta slow them down, otherwise he's gonna rush you in, and that's gonna be it for you. Team Titans getting absolutely dismantled by qvG right now.
And I mean, we said we wanted to see something a little bit creative, and that is exactly what we're seeing. And this is why Siege is such an entertaining game. It can be played so differently. We've seen in the last round qvG work over towards Sunrise and methodically clear out Hookah and make their way towards the site. As we do see a Tachanka pitch split by
I was about to say, I want to make sure if my glasses just ain't completely fucked up from sweat, but is that a Tachanka from Blavatsky?
Please don't tease us like this. And it is. There's going to be no 6 pit. And I mean, let's look at this analytically. Tachanka, we know about his area denial and how effective it can be, especially with that. Is it a Shachonka launcher?
Well, let's think about it. He has to expose himself usually for the position he wants to cover. So really, it's gonna be tough for him. I don't know what tricks he might gonna have up the sleeve and what angles, but it's really gonna be tough and difficult for him to really get good great use of it. Because, for instance, something what I do is just chuck in like all those things and just like try to waste the time on them. But
well, I mean that has been the downfall for Team Titans. They haven't managed to waste any time whatsoever. Are we going to see a spawn peak coming out from Blavatsky here as well?
No, jump out, run out as he's gonna try to take a first pick, but no, Kaneki shuts him down! Blavatsky! Good fucking night! See you next round! As a Psycho is gonna get the one on the Googie, making it a 4 versus 4. Stakes are on, the Rush gonna come in for Gex is gonna fall down, a Psycho's gonna shut him down, F2 is gonna come up with the refrag. But a wound already right there as well. Patata, there's gonna be another one. Could you? It's gonna be F2. It's gonna.
Oh my god!
He's gonna fight both. What?
I don't know how F2 has managed that, but I think he might have just got a collateral as he's going to be getting it into it with Best here. As Best is going to be reg pinned, but he's going to rotate back to main lobby and probably make his way back towards site here. As complete site control surely is now going in favor of qvG here. I'd like to see this bomb go down. They know exactly where he is. And bomb is going down from F2 here. And Best really up against it here. Very wisely looking at the floor to sneak and not expose that head here as he rotates through Aquarium. But Kaneki's going to hear him. Free fire comes out. Not going to find him. F2 picks up his 4th kill of the round. We didn't quite see that double spray coming out from F2, but I believe it was a collateral as he pushed in through service and challenged the players in kitchen. Absolute chaos, but once again, the Masters of Chaos, qvG, come out on top.
Fucking hell. This is how it's played. Woo.
This
If
is
if it wouldn't be that freaking hot, I would be sweating that after from this one. But my oh my, this is how you do it, ladies and gentlemen. This is exactly how you do it. I mean, qvG are just unstoppable with this combination. Absolutely just smacking down onto Team Titans, and really. It looks like the community poll is going to be completely right. It doesn't matter what Team Titans are previously. They're just going to absolutely... They're going to... I mean, they're just witnessing on how to borderline get demolished on Coastline. And I don't know what they're going to have to try to do on this one to try to make it stop, but... Mate...
I mean, yeah, this is just one-way traffic, and we've seen pretty much every single attempted play come out the playbook from Team Titans on the defense here. We saw a run out from Tachanka, which ended oh so badly. We did see the Lord. The Lord didn't perform for us, and Team Titans, they're hoping for some holy intervention here, or else this is just going to be once again looking like one-way traffic for qvG here. I'm glad to see the Ella here with the shield just to stun these aggressive plays coming out from qvG as well. But we're seeing that counter-aggression. Blavatsky, are we going to see another spawn peak coming out from Blavatsky once again? We saw it all end so badly, as we even got a good night from my fellow caster here for poor old Blavatsky. I think Blavatsky is the sub coming in for Explo as well, so big shoes to fill. As that Lion, once again, there we go. First blood in favor of Team Titans here. Yes, Palm managed to pick up the Arana. But he is going to be able to crawl away from that one. I don't know if Googie's going to be able to confirm the kill here. That's a dangerous, dangerous position to try and revive one of your teammates here. As F2 looking to get aggressive. Wowen going to be holding this angle here. Gookie does pick up Best, managing to confirm that kill here as qvG look to swarm into Sunrise here.
Hi there. Grenade's gonna chuck in and it's gonna force Wowen to rotate, but there you go. He's gonna instantly run into the gun of F2, picking up that kill, making it a 4 versus 3 for his team. Isaac still under that hookah, as he's now gonna get surprised. The stuns are gonna come out. He's dancing a bit of around right here. Oh, Blavatsky with the pistol. Trying to get a few shots in him, but it's not going to be fully working out. Potato with the shotgun right there as well. But there you go. F2 is going to take down Kitchen. It's going to walk on further. It's going to run into the pistol of Blavatsky, but Blavatsky's going to actually make it onto F2. And Potato's going to find Sagugi.
I mean,
the slug shotgun.
You've got a question here. The players coming out from qvG here. I'm certain they have complete site control and don't go for that bomb plant and get aggressive. And now it's going to be down left to Kex. Left in 1v3 as Ieska picks up Googie. Kex picks up one and he's going to hear these players rotating up. Ella, what are you doing, Blavatsky? Absolutely clueless. And it's going to be left to Patata now. Rips the C4. I think he knows where that player is. The C4's ripped, keeping it in hand. C4 comes out. That's not going to find anyone as Kex looking to get aggressive over towards Aquarian here to pick up their 5th straight round. Kex picks up Patata very, very easily. And that's 5 straight rounds now in favor of qvG. That's 12 rounds to 1 in this best of 2 series so far. 12 rounds to 1.
Unbelievable. Really, it's just unbelievable. It looked like it's gonna be finally the round for Team Titans, but no, it just all went on to bust Kex, smacking it out of the gates. And with that, the last attack from qvG Academy coming in right now. And this gonna have to sit now. Team Titans, like, they're in a horrible position going into for those attacks. Even if they're gonna win those round, like, with that amount of deficit, like, you're pretty much fucked on this. And, well, it looks like desperate times means desperate measures, as, ladies and gentlemen, we're now going on to Penthouse.
I mean, why not? Everything else has failed for them so far. At least they're trying something different. I mean, we see Blavatsky on the Jaeger shotgun. At least he's got a black ice on there. I'm not a huge fan of the Jaeger shotgun personally. But look at this vertical play they're opening up here. So interesting. I'd expect to see really interesting plays coming out from Team Titans here. I mean, fair enough. They're trying something a little bit different here. And that might be what's needed to turn this around, because you really, really can't afford to go into this half 6-0 down, because it's just one mistake. And unfortunately, you're going to be dropping out of this best of 2 with an L.
Well, that's one way to roof a complete.
I have no idea where he managed to pick up qvG there. But Levesky gets a kill with the shotgun. I think that must have been Ayana on the rappel. And Blevesky hasn't even moved here. I think he's so shocked by what he's done himself. He's just stunned. But there we see Patata's going to be getting into it with qvG. But it's something a little bit different, and that might prove dividends for the Team Titans. They managed
to lose his life as well. Wait, what? How the hell does F2 still stay alive, Best? What the fuck are you doing? That was the easiest freebie you could have now got. Well, with that being said, Kaneki's just gonna lose a bit of HP right there. Well, what do you mean, a bit, like quite a lot of big chunk right there, but fucking hell, Jaeger shotgun. Where am I going with this one? One's gonna get taken out by Kaneki. If he's gonna cross that laser again, that's gonna be his untimely death right there. So pretty much he's now forced onto this door on trophy statue, but Levesky with the shotgun, with the ADS, he's got his setup right there, the dude. And the shotgun is gonna pop again! What?
That's pissed up Goody as well. And perhaps this is what they needed. They needed to get bloody Blevesky on that Jaeger shotgun, as it's going to be left down to Kex and F2 here. Kex does manage to, he doesn't. F2 picks up Patata. Now this quickly swings into a 2v3. Still in favor though, and Kex picks up Blevesky. Goodbye. There goes the shotgun of Blevesky off the board. But he did his job. He picked up 2 kills. And we're not going to see a single player here left on site for the defensive side of qvG. But we saw at the start of the round the verticality that they opened up. So this is going to give them a lot of angles, as we see Askia holding up on Cool Vibe stairs. And it looks like it's going to be Vivesky in luggage here. F2, I don't think he knows where he is. I don't know he's advanced so much. That is going to give him the intel, as they're holding bomb here. That's why these players aren't on site here. They're holding bomb over towards luggage, as Askia does manage to pick up F2. And it's going to be left down to Kex to keep this flawless attacking hold coming out of the bag. The pre-fire goes out. Going to shoot Mozzie in the knees. I'm not sure what he was shooting there. Aim a little bit higher there, Kex, as Askia picks up the kill onto Kex. And there we have it. Team Titans, welcome to the game. 5-1 in favor of qvG on the attack. Well, I tell you what, they picked up their first round, but they're going to have to pick up a couple more here if they want to take this, have a single chance of bringing back a draw in this series.
Oh, God.
And we get to see the Amaru, finally.
Oh.
I've been waiting so long to see the Amaru in the Talent League. And Patata.
You've been waiting for Amaru? Like, I mean, just tell me. Like, we can gladly play. I'm just gonna go on the window and just gonna say, eat, and just gonna die, like, in 3 seconds.
That is my life as a Rainbow Six player, as Amaru. It works 50% of the time, 100% of the time.
That does not even wake up.
Exactly, it's unpredictable. And that's what we're going to see, an unpredictable pick. And this is what Team Titans need to do here. They need to get a little bit weird. They need to try something a little bit different, because the conventional strats we've seen coming out from Team Titans isn't any match for the rushing and aggression of qvG.
I'm gonna have to wait and see on how it's gonna go out for qvG on defense, but if anything what's to tell us, I mean, those attacks, they look pretty solid, they look pretty strong, they look quite dominant, but let's see if this gonna transfer over on defense. Coastline, obviously, it's pretty much your only map where really the attackers have the absolute advantage on this one, but you gotta make it work. You gotta make do with this. Patata already looking for its window, looking for its entrance, and he's gonna disappoint me with going on the roof.
I really thought he was going to go for the aggression into the window there, but it doesn't look that way. As Kex, he's going to hear this player vaulting into kitchen here. Kex, Blevesky.
Oh, there you go!
Kex does flick up Baveski, and I tell you what, that is not the ideal start coming out from Team Titans here. Kex on the roam in service, picks up a nice easy frag onto Blaveski, and there is no player in tow with Blaveski to trade back onto Kex, which is just a 3v kill.
Oh, but that. He was just quite close to getting a kill, but Best in the meantime, he's gonna pick up Goody as Kex. We're gonna be able to take out Wowen. And with that, 3 versus 14 Titans. Not looking all too good, especially as Gooey's gonna be able to down Best is gonna be able to finish it off as well. Leaving it to Patata and Isaka. Isaka's gonna be able to find Kaneki. Goodbye, Smokey. They're not gonna be used, so they're not gonna be used for any more time waste right there. Kick's still out on the roam as well as Googie. Quite close on side together with F2 Patata. I don't know what he's trying to do. Like, what the hell? Why are you repelling? Well, I guess he's trying to go for the window. It's going to be a quick one, but...
I think he was trying to bait Googie to beat that window and maybe go for a kick. I would have loved to see a kick there, as Kex is going to pick up Aska there. And that's going to be now Patata left in a 3v1. Surely asking too much of this player, Patata, here. On the Amaru, the positions are held, the bomb is down. Patata just shooting around in spawn. Maybe trying to bait out a couple of the players of qvG here. But they're going to stay disciplined. They're 5-1 up. They've got the diffuser down. They don't need to do anything silly. They can just waste the time of the attacking player, Patata, here. Patata going to try out some flashes. In comes Patata, but that's going to be an easy kill for Googie there. And there we have it. qvG looking for back-to-back 7-1s against Team Titans here. And I tell you what, the Titans are going to be slayed tonight. Very convincingly.
I mean, qvG right now, so far, no games really won. And right now they're going to take up against Team Titans, who have won all of the 3. And just going to absolutely smack him towards the earth. Like, what the hell? Who would have fought on this one? But then again, the match point right now for qvG Academy as they're going to go on to kitchen service. But then again, they're going to have to seal the deal with it. And if it's going to be another 7-1, well... that's gonna be a lot of things for Team Titans. They're gonna go to the trainings, to the scrims, and thinking like, okay, how did we fuck this one up so royally? Unbelievable. But
I think it's one of those for Team Titans where you can't get too down in the dumps about it. You've just got to put it down to a bad day, come into the next play day, put it behind you. It's in the past. They're obviously going to analyze this, but how do you analyze this really? It's just been pure chaos this game. These 2 matches have just been absolute aggression coming out from qvG. It's the unstoppable force of qvG Academy, and Team Titans aren't able to do anything to stop it.
I think Team Titans made along the journey quite a lot of mistakes, especially on Chalet. So they still gonna have stuff to review on this one and gonna go over it. But overall, I mean, qvG Academy, I mean, they're gonna be looking to pop into today's champagnes and gonna get the beers out for tonight, because that's obviously a great thing as well. And don't forget, it's not only good to be good on strength, because you're gonna have to deliver on match day, something I'm very well keen of some players, but still, as Bass is gonna juggle in with his Gemini, with his hologram, is gonna get taken out, revealing instantly the position of one of qvG's members right there. But so far not gonna be able to move, but there's a big opening. Shot's gonna go through. Kaneki's gonna take a lot of damage right there. But still, he's gonna be able to spawn around. Finally, the Flores of one's gonna go into play and gonna be able to look out to remove that shield as Kex and Googie. Oh, dirty window play.
Googie somehow managed just to rotate through Sunrise there and get away with it as F2 picks up Blaveski. Blaveski has been picked so early in these rounds. Wowen trying to get in his Flores drone just to move these operators on the defensive side out of this Sunrise bar, but Kex picks up Best. Blaveski's left. He obviously doesn't have confidence in his teammates as Asaka picks up F2 here. I tell you what, this isn't over yet. They've got Kex held up here as Ieska goes into security. Kaneki picks up Ieska, Googie picks up Patata, and poor old Wowen is going to be up against it here, left in a 1v4 as the players look to swarm over towards him from Sunrise Bar here. Kex, I believe he's picked up his 15th and 16th kill of the round, maybe looking for his last one as Googie dies to a Claymore. Owen does manage to pick up one, but the player rotating into Sunrise manages to pick up the trade. And now we have it. To back 7-1 victories for qvG Academy, who for today hadn't won a game in the Talent League. And what an impressive way to pick up your first dub in the Talent League. There's almost no more impressive way, really. 14 rounds in favor of them and only 2 rounds dropped across those 2 games. Such impressive play coming out from qvG here.
I mean, really, just absolutely dominating force on today. So really, congratulations on them. And well, it's been time. They finally gonna put themselves up with a W for this major as it is going on. And really, congratulations to them as they finally made the break away from the cycle and gonna put themselves up finally further up onto the leaderboard. But man, oh man, 7-1 and 7-1, like amazing. Like, but that was just pure aggression. Like Chalet, I didn't expect it to go at that, especially the last couple of rounds, and Coastline overall. I mean, sorry, that was just absolutely stomping ground. But either way, as we're gonna squabble away here for a little bit, we're just gonna try to get someone from qvG for a little interview. I'm gonna have to get them in as we're just trying to get maybe Kicks in for it and tell us a bit more about it than the Felix. But damn, that was a good one.
Keck's so impressive across those 2 games. So impressive. I think he might have almost dropped 30 kills across those 2 games as well, which is just outrageous. Or close to 30, I believe. He definitely had double digits in that first map, because I think he was on 10 kills after maybe 5 rounds in that first map. And then in the second map, maybe dropping 17, 18 kills as well. The man couldn't be stopped. And I have to say, I've seen one of my favorite pushes there. The aggression when they pushed into service with that Gone 6. The Lion just charged straight through that Surya gate. I was calling out for a Surya gate and a Rooney just to slow down the push coming out from qvG Academy. But it didn't stop them. They literally charged head on through to the defenders and just stomped their authority all over Coastline today. And I think we are trying to get Kex in, which would be absolutely fantastic. I mean, yeah, qvG, I think a lot of people maybe had have written them off. I know it's early on in the major as well. I have to say, me personally, looking at the records going into this one, I thought qvG were going to be up against it. They proved me completely wrong. And that just shows you Siege isn't played on paper. It comes down to the day. And today, qvG have come out rather impressively on top of Team Titans.
That indeed, and really just congratulations on to them. This is not many times where you see really a team just dominating like this, especially given their streak right now. So it's really for them like a huge bounce back game. But well, as we're still waiting on to get Kicks or even just anyone from qvG Academy just to join us, we'll maybe a little quick of a chat. But I think they're celebrating already. Maybe a bit too early, but well, who knows? I mean,
you can't blame them. You can't blame them. 14 rounds in favor of them, only dropping 2 rounds across the 2 maps. Why not celebrate? It literally was almost the perfect best of 2. They were only 2 rounds away from pulling out 2 7-0s, and that's pretty much unheard of. I don't know how many 7-0s you've seen or 7-1s, but to get them back to back, it's just incredible. Incredible stuff.
Well, unfortunately, it's not going to be able to do an interview as qvG also has to play another match. This is in a second, so they probably want to use that time for this, but that means we can wrap it up and just quickly. So huge thank you to Howling Media for sponsoring this league of this season of Talent League, as they're all the ones who are providing us a great with marketing tools, aka if you are an esports org, a league, a player, a streamer, whatnot, and if you want to try to look at to put yourself into better position, branch out, get yourself maybe some of those sweet looking sponsors as you all need it and money. They can provide you with the right tools and the right assets to get you on this journey. So please go check them out. I'm pretty sure all of you and quite all of us could need them as well. So, but with that also being said, as you obviously seen, Tom, you've been now for the third time here.
Mm-hmm.
The third time, and well, as we're lacking of casters, observers, producers, pretty much everyone from the staff side right here as well, we're obviously giving you the opportunity to just join us and try it out for your own. It doesn't matter if you're just completely new to the game, if you have done maybe something in the before, if you're just a complete seasoned veteran or whatnot like myself. Just come along and join us. We'll be happily to guide you through, happily to help you out, and also to train you right this. So please do just join on the Discord and go to staff applications, fill out the form, and we'll be taking care of everything. I mean, this is how pretty much you got yourself in, right?
Yeah, it was exactly that. I filled out the application form, nice and easy, and very kindly to Talent League, you guys put me straight into a casting one, pretty much maybe under a week after I did the application form. So it's so easy to fill in. It's an absolute excellent thing to be part of as well. So get amongst it, guys. Don't be shy, guys and girls. Get to know everyone. Everyone's lovely. And like I said, like Adrian said, just join the Discord. There's application forms in there and get amongst it. Don't be shy.
Michelle, please try out. And with that being said, as it is purely fucking hot and I need to go for a shower, we're just gonna go a little bit here. On my side, this was Tom J. Sherlock. I'm Terrell. Behind for today on the lovely observing side is gonna be was Yele. So if you please do not gonna give him a hard time anymore for just some stupid ask requests. Yeah, he also needs some breaks. So I mean, he's well aware of it. So, but anyway, with that being said, I wish you guys all a good evening. Stay home, stay safe. Go to school, go to work. With that being said, good night. Take care. Bye bye.
Cheerio, guys and girls.